Let me just say. Good morning, everyone. Everybody looking so fabulous. This is great. We want to welcome you all to the 17th Annual Outstanding Women's Award. I am going to be one of your hosts for this morning. My name is Miss Ann Kuvas, and this is my handsome guy, Mr. Kieran Cacho. Yes, you can give a round of applause for us. Yes, we'll take it, we'll take it. This is the award show, but there'll be no slapping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no slapping. We're good. We're good. We're good. All beautiful women here. We are very good. And supportive men. Yes, we can't forget the guys. Thank you all again for being here with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We want to start off, first of all, by doing our protocols for this award show. Minister Dolores Balderramas Garcia, Ministry of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, and I'm very biased, she's my minister. Thank you for being here, Minister Dolores. Of course, our Honorable Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children, Mrs. Rosanna Briceño, President of the National Women's Commission, Mrs. Thea Ramirez Garcia, Commissioners of the National Women's Commission, Director, Women and Family Support Department, Ms. Anna Williams, Executive Director of BFLA, Mrs. Joan Burke Skeen, Mayor Rigoberto Veos, Mayor Corozal Town, councillors from the Corozal Town Council and the Belize City Council, heads of partner organizations, awardees, invited guests, and colleagues. Thank you all again for being here and welcome.
All right, we'll start this morning with an opening remarks coming from Mrs. Thea Garcia Ramirez. And let's get the show on going.
Please give her a round of applause, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Slight adjustment because, well, short people problems here. Protocols having been established, I want to wish you all again a very good morning. And we are here on the last day of what has been an extremely robust observance of Women's Month in Belize, and I'd like to think that the National Women's Commission, the Ministry of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, and of course, the Office of the Special Envoy and the Special Envoy herself had something to do with it, you know. But since last November, during the observance of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, the National Women's Commission, under the leadership and guidance of Honorable Dolores Balderramas Garcia, Minister of Human Development, Families and Children, and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, decided that our fight against inequality, inequity, discrimination, and violence against women and girls in Belize would be relentless. Our promise was to fight beyond 16 days and to ensure that the advocacy, the education, and programs would tackle it year-round. In keeping with that promise, this March for Women's Month, we committed to #Breaking the Bias. That keeps women back from realizing their full potential and representation at all levels of decision-making in Belizean society, government, and the workplace. This month, and for the first time, a motion was passed at the House of Representatives condemning gender-based violence, and those honorable men and women declared a zero tolerance for violence against women and girls. That same day, Minister Dolores declared that the process to pardon Nora Parham posthumously had been set in motion. And while today, government has ensured that women are represented at various stages of decision-making, women representation is still lacking in the legislative branch. And we have worked tirelessly with our minister and the ministry, and with the special envoy and her office, and the UN agencies, and all our stakeholders. But this is not nearly enough. Women are still subject disproportionately to feeling the negative effects of gender-based violence, poverty, unemployment, and underemployment, and even climate change. Rural and indigenous women, those women who live with disabilities, and our LGBTQ+ sisters are even more vulnerable groups. Just this month, there has been a report of violence against women where 2 women who are in a relationship alleged that they were beaten by family members, no less. Recognizing these needs and the gaps that exist in our society is really just the start. We must reset or reboot the mindset that promotes and encourages discrimination and division in our society. Bias is learned, and we must do our best to unlearn such dangerous and divisive conditioning which exists under the guise of traditions and culture. We must instead teach a culture of love and inclusivity, respect and fellowship. And that brings us back to the reason we're here today. The women here today are examples of selfless devotion to the work that breaks down bias and promotes cultures and attitudes that make Belize better and stronger. And so today we recognize them for the work they do and the difference that they make to our society. I take this opportunity to once again welcome you and to thank you for your continuous collaboration in our relentless fight against bias. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Garcia Ramirez, for those wonderful words. We now move on to our keynote speaker, Mrs. Joan Burks-Keene, Executive Director of BFLA. Please give her a round of applause.
Good morning. Good morning. One and all. Protocol being established. Just want to go right into it. Distinguished awardees, it is indeed an honor and a pleasure to have been asked to stand before a sea of wow. And who can tell me what's wow? What's wow? Women of worth. So we can all look and say, wow, because we are all women of worth. And so being asked to give my remarks to this wow, I want to say how pleased I am that for the 17th Outstanding Women's Award that I'm present, and I thank God for that. I asked, why me? When any one of you awardees could have done maybe even a better job than I would do today. But then I said to myself, no, today is your day, and therefore you must be cheered on, you must be celebrated, and so you have the honor to sit and relax and be recognized. Hashtag break the bias. I want to take us as far back as to the Bible, to the book of Judges, chapter 4, where it speaks to a woman named Deborah, a singular biblical figure, a female military leader, a prophet who recruited General Barak. And with her faith and trust in God, she inspired the Israelites to take that mighty victory over their oppressors. Deborah believed and she acted. The same can be said for all the outstanding women being recognized today. The challenges, the biases, the failures, the noise in the market, the tears, the doubts, the disappointments, the hits, the emotional and physical abuse did not stop you. Women's Month ends today. However, we continue to celebrate ourselves as well as our theme. As a country, we break the bias when more men, and Minister Balaramos, I'm not saying that you're not doing a job, but when more men are given the portfolio of the Ministry of Human Development, Families and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, allowing greater understanding by our males and appreciation of the struggles and hardship of women, young girls, and children, especially in the equality and equity conversations. We break the bias when a female be given the portfolio of Ministry of Works. We have many upcoming female engineers who can do a pretty good job. We break that bias when a female is given the portfolio of Minister or even CEO of Natural Resources. We break that bias when we have a female being our financial secretary. Women are the best money managers. Thank you. We break the bias when a female be assigned and respected as the Commissioner of Police. We break the bias when a female will be assigned as Brigadier General of the Belize Defense Force. And I can say in our police department and our BDF, we have women who can take on that role. We break the bias when our Madam Speaker of the House of Representatives is given the same level of respect and courtesies extended to her male counterpart by the members of what we call that honorable house. To break the bias, therefore, we must have the gut. And I want to say, all of you here being recognized today, you have the gut. That's why you're being recognized. But as a people, we need the gut to stand up for what we believe in, even if you're the last one standing. We must have the gut not to be afraid to take on and to embrace challenges. We must have the gut to defend and to respect differences. However, with the gut, we need the heart to show compassion and to care, the heart to recognize every woman for her worth and support her to reach her highest potential, free from biases, especially bias from us, her own female counterpart. We must have the heart to show that we care and we will walk with you regardless of what that path looks like. Beautiful ladies, supportive men, we can break the bias if we believe, if we are committed to basic human rights, to basic respect, equality, equity, and love. Today, not much of this is being shown in our society, in our homes, or even in the world. But if we want to live on with the theme for this year, we start with us. Let's ask ourselves as individuals, what is our commitment to breaking the bias? I want to take this opportunity also to recognize that today is the International Day for Transgendered Recognition. Even that required breaking the bias. We must be able to respect differences and do not determine a person's worth because of his or her sexual orientation. There is much to celebrate, and I will not deny that. But for us to move forward, we need to be honest, we need to be committed, and we need to start with ourselves. So, again, awardees, congratulations. We are wow. Thank you.
We are wow. Let's give Mrs. Burke-Skeen another round of applause, please. Her words really hit the heart, hit the chord. We need to break the bias, and we definitely will. Right, Kieran?
Definitely a very powerful speech.
We want to introduce now liturgical dance from the Kings Park Dance Group. And please give them a round of applause.
No other name but the name of Jesus. There's no home that cannot live. The grace He freely did, it's the raging flood. It covers us for the floods that come to decay. You've sent love to strip them away, and you've left the truth that we're free in you. There is no bondage. Every chain is broken. There is no bondage. Jesus' arms are open. No guilt, no shame. All my stains erased. There is no bondage. Every chain is broken.
Come on, say there's no I cannot live. Say the grace. That covers us. Yes, for the fight. Come on, say you said love to strip them away. That we're free in you. If you believe that in this place, I dare you to just shout it out. Say there is no blood. Say every chain, there is no bondage. Say Jesus, our hearts
Thank you very much. That was King's Park Dance Group for that liturgical dance once. Let's give them a round of applause once again, please. Now, Annie, it's time. The
It is
moment
time?
we've all been waiting for. Once again, several women have been chosen for their outstanding contributions to their communities for being role models to girls across the country. Women's Department continues to spearhead this event in recognizing one woman in each district and have chosen 5 in recognition that we must all take to be, we must be the change that they see, all right? These women clearly demonstrate that their willingness to be the change that they want to see and believe, and each of them deserve our admiration and respect because they have served Belize well. They have opted to share their gifts and skills so that their communities could benefit. They have opened their hearts to those around them and have gifted them with their own light. Other agencies and organizations have been invited to honor and acknowledge women for outstanding contributions they have made to organizations or to the community on a whole. It is because of these women and all the many others like them that we celebrate this month. It is important that we take note of all the contributions and use this momentum to re-energize our efforts in the path that leads to women's empowerment and the respect of their human rights. This year's theme, #BreakTheBias, provides us with opportunity to recognize that we can all break the barriers by advocating for women's rights and gender equality, and also challenge gender stereotypes and discrimination. It also celebrates, that is, the tremendous efforts by Belizean women and girls in breaking barriers in health, education, public and private sectors. These are the 21 women who will be honored today at the 17th Annual Outstanding Women's Awards ceremony.
All right, and of course, we're going to begin with our first awardee for this morning. We would like to call on Mindy Pratt from the Haven House to come on up on stage. Is Mindy Pratt here? Mindy Pratt will be awarding Miss Anna Williams. Miss Anna Williams is the Director of the Women and Family Support Department. Ms. Williams champions the campaign for a world free of violence and poverty. Throughout her 34 years as an outstanding public officer, Ms. Williams has displayed great passion and commitment to issues affecting the country, citing her dedication simply to, when action meets compassion, lives change. Can I please have Ms. Anna Williams along with Ms. Mindy Pratt? Round of applause, round of applause. Okay, that's your. Miss Joyce. Okay, it's just a few words, couple things on behalf of Haven
On
House.
behalf of Haven House, we wish to thank you, Ms. Ann Williams, for all that you have done, all your contributions, and all the time given to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Williams. Ms. Pratt couldn't be here, so she had Ms. Joyce on behalf of her. Thank you very much.
Our next awardee, who will be represented here, Ms. Deanne Buckley, and she's from the Women's and Family Support Department.
She will be honoring Anna Naharo.
She will be honoring Ms. Anna Naharo,
Naharo.
Naharo, sorry. And a little bit about Ms. Naharo. She's known to the community as Miss Anita, and she has been passionately working in her community for 25 years. She continues her work with women joining and advocating for their rights against domestic violence, and has been named as the chair of the San Pedro Gender and Gender-Based Violence Committee, that is. Mrs. Anna has become a voice in her community to fight along with women who feel like they have no voice to either plead for their concerns or take actions for themselves in a time of need. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Anna Naharo.
On behalf of the Women and Family Support Department, Belize District, we present this plaque to Ms. Anna Naharo, San Pedro.
Yes, we need the family and support to stay on stage. Miss Diane Buckley will Miss Makisha Swazo. Are you here? Yes. Thank you, Ms. Naharo. Thank you so much. I now call on Ms. Makisha Swazo, again from the Women and Family Support Department, who will be awarding Ms. Dorothy Kisling Mendez from the Corozal District. Mrs. Mendez was born in Corozal Town. She migrated to the U.S. in pursuit of furthering her education and obtained a bachelor's degree in psychology from Vanguard University in California and a master's degree in psychology from Pepperdine University. She realized that having experience would be an essential part in acquiring meaningful fieldwork skills to replicate in Belize. This led to her championing her work as a therapist since 2006. Her philosophy has led her to coin the phrase that challenges are only solutions waiting to happen. Though humbly alluding to herself as an ordinary person doing an ordinary job, it is apparent that her contribution to the mental health arena in Belize has truly been significant. Please put your hands together for Ms. Dorothy Kisling Mendez. Say on behalf
of the Women and Family Support Unit, Ms. Mendez would like to give you this award, and we really appreciate your work in the Corozal District.
We now call on Ms. Michelle Irving from the Women's and Family Support Department. She will be awarding Ms. Elda Bermudez from Stan Creek District, and a little bit of information about Ms. Bermudez, or Mrs. Bermudez, that is. Mrs. Elda Bermudez Ni Castillo is a proud Belizean matriarch. She has single-handedly raised her, educated and educated all three of her daughters, and continue to be a great influence and presence in her children and grandchildren's lives. This influence and commitment is also present in Mrs. Elda's love after her family, politics, and Mrs. Elder contributes to the development of her society in general and women initiatives, especially as it pertains to political leadership. Ms. Elder served as the president of the United Women's Group between the years 1998 and 2003 as a true fighter for women and women's issues. This is a massive testament of will and commitment of this brave and strong woman. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Bermudez.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And it is indeed a pleasure on behalf of the Women and Family Support Department to present this award to Ms. Elda. Ms. Elda is really a true inspirational person in our community, And it is indeed a privilege for me to be here today to wish her all the best. Thank you very much, Ms. Elder. And this award is for all your hard work and recognition from our community to you. Thank you very much.
Looks like I'm coming to Miss Elder's house. Basket look full. You're welcome. It's full. You're welcome, Miss Elder. Next up, we call on Miss Lorraine Johnson from the Women Family Support Department. Miss Lorraine Johnson is here. She will be awarding Miss Otilda Aviles from the Toledo District. Come on down. All right. Miss Otilda Aviles was born in 1942 in the beautiful town of Punta Gorda. At a tender age of 16 years, Miss Otti, which she's very well known as, commenced her lifelong journey of hard work and dedication. Miss Otilda was a single mother with 2 lovely daughters who have been the highlight of her life. Unfortunately, her daughters died very young, and she was left with the responsibility of raising 11 grandchildren. Is that power? Is that wow? As a result, she has developed tremendous multitasking skills, patience, empathy, time management, and that extra drive to succeed in life, which contribute to a better future for her grandchildren and Belize's children. Ms. Otilda has maintained her core principles of contributing positively to her community through her volunteerism. Please give a round of applause for Ms. Otilda Velez.
Good morning once again.
Put right up here.
Ms. Otilda, on behalf of the Women's Department Family Support, I take this opportunity to present to you this plaque for your positive contribution to the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Otilda. Thank you. And she got her. Can you,
a little closer.
Can you get that for me, please? Yeah. Get that right there.
Sorry.
You could hold that. Oh, picture time, picture time. We have to make sure that the whole world know that we have good women who can raise 11 grandchildren. Huh. Let's give her another round of applause, please. Come on, people. Let's wow our women today.
We now call on Ms. Eileen Serrano from the Women's and Family Support Department, we will be presenting an award to Ms. Rita DeFore. Ms. Rita is the operations manager at Cornerstone Foundation, a non-profit humanitarian NGO in San Ignacio. She is in charge of her day-to-day activities while meeting the needs of people in her community. Throughout the years, Rita expanded the knowledge through short courses in domestic violence, children's rights, HIV and AIDS, human rights, youth leadership, marketing, general leadership, and grants writing. Members of the public visit Cornerstone Foundation if they are seeking solutions to challenges and life circumstances, that is. Rita has made a significant contributions to the lives of men, women, and children. She has empowered women through skills training to support their families, provide hot midday meals, and I saw some of those midday meals. Very nice, right? To school children on a day-to-day basis, and support youths with life skills training and pursuit of healthy lifestyles. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Rita DeFore.
On behalf of the Women and Family Support Department, it is my pleasure to honor you this morning with this award and being my great support in the Kaya district. Thank you.
Beautiful. Round of applause, Miss Rita DeFore. These women smile with that basket a lot. And we're continuing, of course, honoring our women. We now call on Miss Janelli Gonzalez from the Women and Family Support Department once again to come on up so she can give that award to Miss Carol Cal from the Orange Walk District. Mrs. Carol Julie Cal was born in Trial Farm in the Orange Walk District. In the year 2016, she and a wonderful group of women managed to register a non-profit organization called WOMEN, which means Women on the Move for Equal Needs. I love it. Which holds at heart women empowerment, assisting the elderly, single mothers, the needy, and domestic violence victims. As president of Women, she lends her voice and supports to the empowerment of women to become independent and self-sustainable. In 2017, she got involved in the Orange Walk District Gender-Based Violence Committee. She strongly believes that the impossible becomes the possible with God. And it's through God that we are able to change the world and are able to make a difference in the lives of others. Please, round of applause for Mrs. Carol Cal.
Good morning. On behalf of the Women and Family Support Department, I would like to present this plaque to Ms. Cal. She is a hardworking woman in the Orange Walk District, and she deserves it.
I like that. Wait for your little goodies, girl. Coming over to get some stuff from you in Orange Walk, besides tacos. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Cal.
We now call on the Belize City Council, Mr. Alan Pollard, and the Councillor Natasha Pipersburg. This award is special. This is be given to Youth Enhancement Services from the Belize District. The Youth Enhancement Services, YES, is a non-governmental organization that has been operating in Belize since 1989, with a commitment to empowering young women and girls to lead and source independent and fulfilling lives through education, skills training, and empowerment. YES is under the skillful influence of its current executive director, Mrs. Karen Kane, continues to contribute to the delivery of national objectives and targets as outlined in the Sustainable Development Goals outcomes, the National Children's Agenda 2017 to 2030, and other policies relating to the domestic violence and prevention of HIV. Ladies and gentlemen, YES.
On behalf of the Belize City Council, I'm honored to present this award to the Youth Enhancement Services for your continued work with young women in Belize City, which us, the mayor, councillors, we find quite honorable, and we hope that that work continues, and any way in which we could continue to support the cause, please reach out to us, all right? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, councillors, Ms. Natasha and Mr. Pollard. Young lady.
Laverne Mendez on behalf of Ms. Karen Kane.
Laverne Mendez on behalf of Ms. Karen Kane. Yes. Smile. Thank you, Ms. Laverne. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Natasha. Beautiful councillors of Belize City. Bias again, because they're from Belize City. Representing. All right, we're moving on now to Corozal. We're calling on the mayor, Rigoberto Bellos. Rigoberto. I like saying that, Mr. Veos.
We have some biased people up front.
Yes, we do. Oh no, Mr. I want bias now. Yeah. We are calling on Adela Peterson to come on down. Miss Adela Peterson Vajeos is a Belizean born in Libertad Village, Corozal District. After her return from the U.S., she has volunteered at several organizations. She's the past clinical director for the Jacobs Rehabilitation Farm Center in Pachacan Village, Corozal District, where she volunteered as a nurse for 2.5 years, managing the physical care and well-being of persons who are recovering from the devastating effects of alcohol abuse. She also volunteered at the Community Resource Center, where she taught adults and children to read and write. She's also the vice president of the Vibrant Cultural Non-Government Advocacy Group, the We Are Maya. I won't say it, miss, I won't mess it up. We practice it afterwards. I practice Roberto Lang. Its vision, oh, no, laugh, make I read. Its vision is to rescue and promote the Yucatec Maya language, culture, and spirituality in northern Belize. Round of applause for Miss Adela Peterson.
Good morning, everyone. Actually, let me start by saying that I'm here to also be part of Breaking the Bias Pittsburgh. So I'm here to support it 100%. On behalf of the Corozal Town Council and the community of Corozal, I would like to present this award to one of so many Corozalians in Corozal who deserve it. Ms. Adela Peterson, you have been part of our community. You have been part and donated so much of your time in making sure that you keep the culture in the northern part of the country. And you are one of the most perfect examples that we could have chosen today to give this award. Thank you very much, Mom.
You need to stay there. We need him to stay there because
means I can take home the groceries.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Mr. Mayor, I think you need to stay on stage because we have like two more people for you to.
We're still in Corozal Town. We're now presenting an award to Ms. Jovita Allen Gongora. Mrs. Jovita Allen Gongora was born in Sartineja village in Corozal District. She's married to Mr. Melanton Gongora, and during the early years of their marriage, her husband opened Gongora's Bakery in 1969. Mrs. Jovita managed and marketed the business with pleasure and dedication. She expanded her business to include pastries in 1975. Any pastries? Did I bring any pastries?
Pastries, yeah. Hungry.
I have pastries. No, I can't even read with you. Anyway. All right. So that was in 1975, right? Gongora's Bakery and Pastry Shop was created. And the business created jobs opportunities for young members of the family and the community. She then also trained many persons in pastry making and cake decorating, who then went to run on their own small business. And Mrs. Jovita Gongora is a woman of enterprise and industry, a charitable and generous Christian woman, and she has been a supporter and a friend to many in her community, and as an example of the service of humility and tireless dedication to her family and her beloved Corozal community. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Jovita Allen Gongora.
On behalf of the Corozal Town Council, I would like to present this plaque to you, Ms. Jovita, for great support to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jovita. We're still in Corozal. Mayor, they work out with them hands. You need to forget that gym. She's not here. Okay, let's give a hand again for Miss Gongora. Yes. We're still in Corozal. Corozal got a lot of good people, Miss Tia. Yeah, I have to relocate. Yeah. No, I didn't. I should, right? All right. Next up, we're still in Corozal, and we're going to be honoring Nurse Elizabeth Blanco. Elizabeth Justine Blanco was born in Dangriga in 1955. In pursuit of a nursing career, she entered nursing school in 1979 in Belize City and graduated in 1983 as a registered nurse. Next, she took on the midwifery course, which she completed in 1987. She retired, but service has been ingrained in Nurse Blanco, and in 2010, she came out of retirement to return to the nursing field under contract. That contract ended in 2018, but with the COVID-19 pandemic that was upon us since March of 2020, Nurse Blanco could once more not resist serving and caring for the community selflessly. When they called, I said I wasn't going to come out, but I couldn't say no, Nurse Blanco shared. Today, you will find her as a critical part of the Ministry of Health and Wellness team applying COVID-19 vaccines at the Corozal Community Hospital and community to save lives. Nurse Blanco is not here with us today, I'm sure, because she's busy administering vaccines. Yes, I'm positively sure of that. But the mayor and the councillor will, of course, accept her award, and you could give me her groceries. I don't know what I'll do with it, though, because I can't cook, but we'll find out. All right, so please let's give Nurse Blanco a round of applause for all her tireless work, and the mayor has accepted, along with the councillor. Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you, councillor. Thank you, Corozal, so much. For now, let's give all of our awardees up to now a round of applause, please. These are great women across the country of this blessed country of ours. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to go in now. We're going to go into some videos and we're going to look at some frontline workers along with some of the things that they have done for us. So let's look at some videos.
Pandemic has been a challenging one, which required a lot of effort on my part, ensuring that the community and country adhere to the laws and regulations related to COVID-19. As a police officer, I also had to adopt new ways of dealing with the public in the execution of my duties. However, my love and passion for the job provided the incentive I needed to complete my assigned task. This pandemic has taught me that being a frontline worker is all about sacrifice in the face of the unknown. Being away from family and friends as I dealt with the public has also taught me to appreciate and cherish the people I loved, because this virus has no respect for age, race, color, or status. I give God all the thanks and praise for His love and mercy that I can stand here today and share my experience.
Let's give a round of applause for those very informative and vital videos. As we know, we're still in a pandemic, and we want to thank all the hard workers who have, tirelessly ensured that we are as healthy as we can. Our environment is. I know we've changed a lot, right? Some people we say we became slightly healthier. We're much more healthier individuals, and stronger. Right? We Belizeans are what? Resilient. So again, thank you for all the hard work, for all the first line workers out there, all the social workers, represent social workers out there, nurses, doctors, police, administrators, all those civil society organizations. Thank you very much. And of course, our government for the hard work that we have been putting in, for our survival. All right? So we'll continue here with the award show, that is, and we're going to ask Chief Petty Officer Kirsten Dickerson to be present as we provide an award, or we give this award to Lieutenant Commander Alma Pinello. She's currently on studying leave, but on accepting this award on her behalf is Miss Jenny Stain, and that's her mother. Champions Women Integration and Equality in Belize Armed Force in Belize Coastal Guard, Lieutenant Commander Alma Pinello, one of the most top-ranking officers of the country's defense forces, and a pioneer in women's peace and security strategies and implementation in Belize. LCDR Pinello has been breaking barriers since joining the Belize Coast Guard as one of the first women officers in 2013 after graduating in the U.S. Coast Guard Academy. Since then, Pinello has served in key postings within the organization and became the first woman acting vice commander of the Coast Guard. Given the integral role women play in defending the integrity and liberty of democracies around the world, LCDR Pinello valor and monumental work in breaking through gender barriers is critical to preserving safe and fair spaces where women can thrive and lead. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this award goes out to Lieutenant Commander Alma Pinello.
On behalf of the United States Embassy, we are pleased to present this Outstanding Women's Award to Lieutenant Commander Alma Pinello.
We do have a video from Lieutenant Commander Alma Pinello, but before that, I want to tell Ms. Dickerson, I just love those white Coast Guard outfits. I would love to wear one. Don't you all love those outfits? Mrs. Briseño, I love those outfits. I don't want to do the work that the girls do, though. I just want to put it on. Let's put our hands together for Alma Pinello. She'll now be talking to us via video.
Good morning, Belize. I am Lieutenant Commander Ama Pinello from the Belize Coast Guard, and I am truly honored to have been considered an outstanding woman for this year's Outstanding Women's Awards. I apologize for not being there in person as I am currently furthering my military studies in Taiwan. Ni hao from Taiwan. I take this opportunity to salute all the women in security. These women who have decided to put country before self, but also to step into roles not expected of them as women. Belizean service women are sailors, soldiers, and police officers, but there are also mothers, daughters, sisters, wives, and girlfriends. And they're that all the time, 100% of the time without excuse. There is an immense amount of pressure to be a woman in a male-dominated field. Yet, we continue to thrive and to break bias and stereotypes. Our Women, Peace and Security focal group began working on the Women, Peace and Security agenda to level the playing field and to address head-on the challenges that women in security face. Our WPS agenda aims to empower women as equal partners in order to achieve our national security goals. And with much hard work, our Women, Peace and Security agenda was launched in September of 2020. This nomination or agenda could not be possible without the extensive assistance from the United States Embassy in Belize, in particular, the then Chargé d'Affaires, Adrian Galanek, and the current Chargé d'Affaires, Leila Moses Onish. Thank you so much for this nomination. I would also like to thank and acknowledge Her Excellency, Mrs. Rosana Briceño from the Special Envoy for the Development of Women and Children, Honorable Dolores Valderramos Garcia, Minister in the Ministry of Human Development, Families, and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, and Mrs. Tea Garcia Ramirez, the President of the National Women's Commission, for this award. Finally, I would like to thank a very special woman for whom is responsible for the woman I am today, my mother, Jenny Staines, who will receive this award on my behalf. The work is only beginning. Thank you and happy Women's Month.
I could see why she's in security. You see how she a posture? They always teach you about posture and security, right, Officer Dickerson? Yes, I like when she says yes to me. All right, we're going to take a short little break, but you're not going to move. You're going to be listening to a soothing voice. I love her voice.
You might want to dance too, you know.
Yes, you know, I'm kind of biased, but she has a soothing voice. I want you to put your hands together for Miss Cindy Rowland.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure being here among all of you beautiful women, and of course, you handsome men, I can't forget you. You know, as women, every day we are faced with obstacles. We're faced with so many challenges. However, we somehow overcome these. Why? Because we are all superwomen. So this song I want to dedicate to all you superwomen who are here today.
I am superwoman. the sun. Say, and all my sisters coming together. Say, yes, I will. Yes, she will. 'Cause I am Superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she is. Still one of my best. Still put on my best. With an S on my chest. Oh, yes, I'm a Superwoman. Yes, she is. When I'm breaking down and I can't be found, I start to get weak. 'Cause no one knows me underneath these clothes. I can't fly. We can fly. Oh, 'cause I am Superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Even when I'm a mess, still put on my chest, all I S on my vest. Oh yes, I'm a Superwoman. Yes, she is. Saying I am Superwoman. Yes, I am. Yes, she is. Oh, even when I'm a mess, still put on my vest, with this on my chest. Oh yes, I'm a Superwoman. Yes, she is. I'm a Superwoman. Oh, even when I'm a mess, still put on my chest. Oh yes, on my vest. Oh yes, I'm a Superwoman. That's right. Yes, you is. Oh, Superwoman. That's right. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you.
What a voice, what a voice,
Yes.
what a voice.
It's because we have a time limit, because I would ask for encore. Whew. Yes, you are Superwoman. Give yourself a round of applause. Superwoman in the house. And you all don't just have to sit there. No, you could be relaxing, but you could also be clapping, go along with the music. Not be too conservative. You know we are, but enjoy yourselves. This is your day. Enjoy it. All right. We're moving on now to the next half of the show with the rest of our awardees. And I would like to call on stage Mr. Brandon Caetano. Is he here? Yes, he is, from the Life and Fashion Photography. This award also has to do with the Women of Worth Belize. And I'd like to call on Dr. Maxine McKay to come on up. Dr. Maxine McKay, an altruistic human being, an exceptional advocate for marginalized groups, has been recognized as one of our top 100 women of worth Belize for 2 consecutive years, 2020 and 2021, due to her unceasing contributions to society. Our business has witnessed her work with men, women, and children, specifically those from low socioeconomic backgrounds and children with disabilities. Dr. McKay also works unwaveringly with Life and Fashion Photography to continue the Women of Worth initiative that recognizes and celebrates women that are making a difference in Belize. There are many women and children who she works with and guides the service that can help them in various areas. Dr. McKay also seeks funding for women and girls to go back to school from various stakeholders. A round of applause, please, for Dr. Maxine McKay.
So, on behalf of Life and Fashion Photography and the Women of Work Belize, it is my honor to present you with these token of appreciation for being a beacon of light to us and also to Belize. Thank you.
Thank you.
We now call on Dr. Charmaine Sanders, please. Representing the University of the West Indies, Open Campus Belize. I believe we do have another representative. All right, and we are calling on Ms. Julianne Ellis Bradley, receiving an award on behalf of UA. Okay, the person representing today is Shanda Katus. Mrs. Julianne is an attorney at law currently practicing in Belize as a partner in the firm of Bradley, Ellis and Company, that is, LLP. As a mediator for over 14 years, she has developed a passion for conflict management and peace building. A member of Belize's National Mediation Committee from its inception, she has assisted, that is, in drafting mediation and arbitration legislation, training mediators, and implementing court connection mediations at Supreme Court, magistrates, and family court. She strives for excellence in all things and lives by guidance found in excellence. Enjoy fruits of her labor and do good. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Julianne Ellis Bradley.
On behalf of the UWI Open Campus Belize, we want to present you this well-deserved award today, Mrs. Ellis Bradley. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Bradley. We now move on to the National Library Service. Miss Castillo. And even I mess up the name, Miss Castillo. Luciola. Ha, I got it. Miss Luciola Castillo, the Chief Librarian, who will be awarding Mr. Rosita Kane from the Orange Walk District. Ms. Rosita worked at La Immaculata Credit Union, lottery tickets, and at the Social Development Department until she got the most amazing job. She can clearly remember it was in 1975 on Ash Wednesday. She received a call from Mr. Leo Bradley, the chief librarian, for a job interview. Since then, she worked at the Orange Walk Town Library for 17 years. Today, Rosita can look back and celebrate the most amazing job that she ever had during her working life experience. She feels rewarded that she helped so many persons in reading to make the journey beautiful and magical. Miss Rosita Kane, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Belize National Library Service and Information System, I would like to award Ms. Rosita Kane this plaque for her service that she provided to the Orange Walk community as a librarian. She was the last librarian at the Orange Walk Town Council, and then when we built the library in 1982 at the old hospital site, she became the first librarian at the Sandy Hunter Library. Thank you, Ms. Rosita, for the service you provided in Orange Walk.
We now call on Mrs. Joan Burke Skeen, Executive Director of Belize Family Life Association. And we are presenting this award, or BFLA will be presenting this award to Miss Carmen Yans, that is. Miss Carmen Yans, 43 years of age, originally from Corozal Town, is now resides in Santa Cruz Village. It is the Ministry of Health's Community health worker, that is, and a Humana People to People volunteer, and a dedicated community activist volunteer. Having her life's goals to selflessly serve her community and advocate for access to quality health care services, Mrs. Yans continuously demonstrates her commitment to her goal through her ready support to community-based work in the Belize Family Life Association, U.S. Embassy, the Stan Creek Red Cross, among other organizations. BFLA recognizes and celebrates Mrs. Carmen Yans, a true silent hero who gives a lot and expects little or nothing.
That's not Miss Carmen. Where's Miss Carmen? Yes, it's.
Okay, yes, this is not Miss Carmen. Unfortunately, Miss Carmen has a family emergency.
Okay.
And being the kind of health care provider that she is the caregiver of this individual. But Miss Michelle Irvin, who works very, very closely with Miss Carmen and knows Miss Carmen Worth, has gracefully agreed to accept this award on Carmen's behalf. On behalf of the Belize Family Life Association, it was extremely difficult for us to decide among the many community health workers that we wanted to recognize to find the most outstanding. And so I would like to present this to you that you will accept on behalf of Carmen. And please, as you give it to her, please convey our sincerest gratitude for her great support and commitment to her community. Thank you, Michelle.
Well, thank you.
You got your free basket.
Get your basket.
That may be our next free one.
I know, right? Free baskets around. Thank you, Ms. Irving, for accepting from Ms. Carmen. We now call on one of my favorite persons, Mrs. Rosana Briseño, to come on up. She has several awards to give out, so she needs to stay on here. Along with Miss Olivia Carballo. Coming from a family that is steeped in the northern sugar industry for several generations, and while Olivia's dream job was far from her current reality, a series of life decisions brought her closer to function in positions in the sugarcane industry. She has been working for 13 years in the male-dominated northern sugar industry of Belize. Life has covered the full gamut of possibilities and remains challenging, but also very gratifying for her. Truth be told, she has to work twice as hard to gain respect and make advances in her career. It has not been a walk in the park for Miss Olivia as a woman, as a mother, as a professional, but she perseveres because it's all positive results. Please put your hands together for Miss Olivia Carballo. Oh, Aviles, sorry. Oh, Carballo Aviles, they are a strong, independent woman. They want a full name. Olivia Carballo Aviles.
On behalf of my office, I want to congratulate Miss Olivia Carballo Aviles. She's the Cane Farmers Relation Manager at the Belize Sugar Industries. I know her as a go-getter. She's driven, she's passionate. She's a passionate contributor in bridging communications between the farmers and the millers. She's also a mother, a daughter, and a wife. And she does more than tacos. So congratulations, Olivia. We have an award here. We also got some, as my son used to say when he was little, giffies. So we got some, a massage, a treat, so she can relax a little bit. She's really had a hard time in her industry, her work, so I think she deserves a good treat. So you're getting a massage, a little gift card, and 2 baskets.
Wow. I know where to get 1 basket. Okay. Those are some huge baskets.
Don't worry about the massage, though.
Yeah, the massage part, yeah. We could exchange that. Me and Mrs. Aviles will have a talk right afterwards. We now call on Dr. Agnes Joseph. Dr. Agnes Joseph. No, she's not here today. When transitioning from the hustle and bustle of a hospital setting to a contrasting environment that required qualities your training didn't highlight or nurture, one can only have the will to dedicate themselves for all that's to come with minimal fear. That, in a nutshell, is how Dr. Agnes Joseph became the physician that we know today. After making the decision to join the team at Inspiration Center when they first opened their doors, disability advocacy has since become a vital part of her career. Dr. Joseph continues to champion her advocacy to the differently abled children of Belize through her continued partnership with the World Pediatric Project and the Inspiration Center. She's not, unfortunately, cannot be here with us today, but please give your recognition and applause to Dr. Joseph, Agnes Joseph.
Okay, we have one more award from the Office of the Special Envoy, going on to Ms. Early Chan. Early turned her passion into business when she decided to become a sugarcane farmer. Mrs. Chan is the only harvest group leader within her sugar industry. Quite an impressive role for an unassuming former educator who holds a bachelor's degree and is a proud member of the Progressive Sugarcane Farmers Association. She's classified as a small-scale farmer based on the less than 75 acres that she currently has under production. She is excited of her growth as she started out with less than 50 acres of cane and now has more than double her yield and increased her acreage by 50% since becoming an active participant in the IADB, funded by SIRDI Extension Program and Farm-Filled Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Early Chan.
I am so happy Miss Chan didn't bring her machete with her.
Uh-oh.
She is a real cane farmer.
Wow.
So she's also a harvest group leader. Let's give her a big round of applause. She has her own truck and delivers her own cane.
Wow.
I can only imagine the long days and nights in those long lines that she has to wait to deliver her cane. So I'm super proud of her. Let's give her a big round of applause. So on behalf of my office, we have an award for her. We also have a small gift card and 2 baskets. One from Sancas and one from Grace. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Miss Chan is a real farmer, Miss Chan. You have to take the city girl and see what she can do over there. She will be able to last. Good job, Miss Chan. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Briseño. Thank you so much, Office of a Special Envoy, always doing their jobs to help empower women.
Yeah, we have a couple more to go. We're now calling on Ms. Diane Haylock, General Secretary from Young Women's Christian Association, and we're awarding Ms. Yvette Gill. The Board of Directors of YWCA Belize proudly represents Mrs. Yvette Gill as our 2022 Women of the Year. 9 years ago, In 2013, the organization established a subchapter in the city of Belize and Belmopan within the opening of a new facility. That's Belmopan, that is. And the National Resource Center for Enterprise Development. Hired to the helm of the initiative was Mrs. Yvette Gill. The Y could not have chosen a better manager for the project as its programs and a representative of the organization to broaden its reach in another part of the country. Over the last 9 years, she has been worked tirelessly to empower the lives of women, girls, young women, girls, and youths in the city of Belmopan and the surrounding areas to their best possible selves, to be their best possible selves. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Yvette Gill.
Yvette, on behalf of the Board of Directors, the management and staff, and the wider Y membership, we thank you for all that you do for our Belmopan chapter. And as was said in the write-up about you, your reach goes way beyond Belmopan. You know, the motto of the Y is, by love, we serve one another. Miss Yvette, you are emblematic of that motto. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, picture taken, yes? All right. We're finally getting to the last awardee. We want to call on my favorite too, Honorable Dolores Valderramos Garcia, to please come on stage to give out this final award. Miss Myrtle Carolina Bowen Andrewin Alshaft. Yes, that's her entire name. Miss Myrtle was born in Gales Point, Manatee, on the beautiful peninsula. She spent much of her days fishing in the lagoon, playing marbles, and planting food to grow. With all the available foods in Gales Point, Miss Myrtle took passion with her cooking. Miss Myrtle has followed her mother's footsteps, even with bush remedies that the culture is slowly losing. Miss Myrtle is overcoming a stroke that left her paralyzed on the left side in 2019. She has gone from a wheelchair to walker to crutch to now she's able to return to her passion and has been cooking again. A strong Manatee woman, full of love and passion for her village and village people. This lady is a true Malantee gal. Put your hands together for Miss Myrtle, everybody. Give Honorable the mic. Let's hold it for her.
Yes, I must do that. This thing heavy, you know.
I know, hold it for me.
I might keep it.
Be that supportive man, Mr. Cacho. Yes. Take the groceries and run it.
Miss Myrtle, it's a great pleasure to give you this award. We're so very proud of your leadership of the Gales Point Manatee community along with your husband, Jay. And we're so pleased that you have been there for your community, the bush medicine, the leadership, and the support. So we really want to thank you and Thank you for making it today.
Thank you, Ms. Mann. It is heaven, our Honorable. You want to feel like 10 on my hand, though? If I get one. You know how coffee big, right? You let go, you know how coffee big. Stop the laugh. It is heavy, it is. Let's give Ms. Burton a round of applause, please, to what she has been through. She's here with us. Thank you, Honorable Dolores. We're slowly winding down, guys. We now want to call on Ms. Marissa Cervantes, who's the commissioner of the NWC, to give us our closing.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's been certainly a wonderful ceremony. On behalf of the National Women's Commission, the Women and Family Support Department, and the Office of Special Envoy for Women and Children, we give a heartfelt thank you to all the participants who have made the 17th Outstanding Women's Award ceremony a success. I'm so happy to be here along with everyone. And today's ceremony is a great way to end the Women's Month. We would like to congratulate all the 21 women and their families who are honored today. We applaud and rally your works and contributions you have given in your communities. Also, let us not forget to continue being, women of worth. We are big, we are huge in our community, and we will continue contributing, whether being a mother, a farmer, we give a lot to our communities. So congratulations, everyone. And we would also like to thank Minister Dolores Valderramos Garcia, Ministry of Human Development, Families, and Indigenous Peoples Affairs, Her Excellency, Special Envoy for the Department of Families and Children, Mrs. Rosana Briceño and her team, the President of National Women's Commission, Mrs. Thea Garcia Ramirez, and her team as well, the Government of Belize Press Office, the Executive Director, BFLA, Mrs. Joan Bergskeen. Thank you for that vibrant and very passionate keynote address. Ms. Ann Cubas and Mr. Kieron Cacho, thank you for making such an entertaining event for us. The Kings Park Dance Group and Ms. Cindy Rowland, beautiful entertainment, thank you very much. The heads of partner organizations and award agencies, and all those who contributed in making this year's award a success. Thank you also to our invited guests and colleagues. Please continue having a wonderful afternoon. Thank you very much.
Oh, now this is my favorite part. When Mr. Lenore bring this to me just now, I smile for years to years. Woo, all right. Yeah. All for you, Honorable, all for you. All right, we're slowly getting here almost to the end. We want to do a formal toast. So you should have a glass in front of you, whether it's white wine, red wine,
or water.
Or water. Any which one you prefer, juice. Anyone you prefer? Well, we want to raise our glasses to all the awardees for this morning, all the women of Belize who have contributed selflessly to the government, for them for doing all they can to help us to empower ourselves. And I love what Mrs. Bergskeen said, it begins with us. It begins with us. So together, let's all say, break the bias. Break the bias. Toast to all women. Thank you all. Have a wonderful afternoon. We're now going to have Miss Cindy Rowland, who will be singing with us for us today.
Right, and again, I want to really say really special thanks going out to all the coordinators for this wonderful, spectacular event as we try to #break the bias. Special thanks goes out to the National Women's Commission, those at the National Women's Commission, Miss Eleanor Murillo, Ali Santos, the Women's Department as well, who supported the President of the Women's Commission. Thank you guys for this acknowledgement. For me, it's at first, so if I'm a little nervous, but now I got wine, so things kind of change.
The thing done, Kieran. Say if I'm nervous, you know, help.
Thank you for all your support. Right, and let's continue. Remember, today is the 31st of March, and for some people, they might want to believe that this acknowledgement of women is just within a month. And of course, we all differ from that, right? This challenge will continue, and we want to strive for excellence for everyone, equality for all. So let's what?
Break the bias. Let's now listen to some music from Miss Cindy Rowland. We ask that we're going to have our lunch buffet. We ask that we allow the table of the minister goes first, then the special envoy, then the women of National Commission, and then we all can go afterwards. We're still following the protocols.
Slight commercial break. Sorry, Annie. Sorry.
Have to be a man.
That's not the wine, right? That's not the wine. But we like to call on the stage a very special someone, Mrs. Joan Berg-Skeen, to come on the stage, please. For that beautiful speech, we have a little acknowledgement for you. We can't go with it.
That the wine, Joe? You drink the wine.
You didn't touch the wine yet, right?
Give her the mic. Give Miss the mic. So Miss can see.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ms. Burke, on behalf of the National Women's Commission and the Ministry of, what's the name of the ministry again?
Human Development.
Ministry of Human Development, Families and Children, Indigenous Peoples Affairs. I'm so sorry, I had a blank moment, not a blonde moment. We would like to thank you for such a wonderful address. I think that all women and the gentlemen here who are here to support us leave with the wow factor in mind. And so as we move forward, like Mrs. Thea Garcia Ramirez rightly said, it is not a 1 month thing, it's not a 16 days thing. We are women of work 365 days of the year. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I am humbled by this. And I think when I leave from here, I'm going to the cemetery and I'm going to put it on my mother's grave because I am the woman who I am because of my mom.
That's
and
right.
she recently celebrated her birthday. So I'm going to take this. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Mrs. Burke. Wonderful. See, selfless woman, always thinking of others, right? Let's give Mrs. Berg-Skeen another round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And another reason, you not stop me again, Joe. You not stop me.
One more thing I want to say. We also want to thank all the commissioners or the commission itself for all the contributions they have made to the National Women's Commission, right? Both men and women, young and old, striving for excellence and trying to reach our goals in achieving equality for all, right? So that's all I want to say, right?
Thank you, Kieran.
All I want to say.
Now can we raise another glass, another toast? Let's say it one more time. Break.
Bias.
Let me hear you people.
Break the bias.
Ms. Rowland, take it away.
So as we break the bias, I want to leave you with this beautiful song. And of course, we are women of worth. So always remember to rise up, Rise up, beyond, and strive for excellence, always. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. We can fight the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountain. We gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like a day. I'll rise up in spite of the hate. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up high like a wings. I'll rise up in spite of the hate. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feel like it's getting hard to breathe, I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountain, bring it to his feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, rise like a day. I'll rise up in spite of the hate. I'll rise up and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise up. We'll rise up. I'll rise up, rise like a day. I'll rise up in spite of fear. I will rise 1,000 times again. And we rise up high like a wave. We rise up in spite of hate. We rise up and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. We'll rise up. Yes, continue to rise. Just double tap on it. Over there.